positivity, motivation, never settle for average. You know how we do it over here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, represent, and share the channel, man. You know, they say that whenever the people, the collective conscious, start getting too close to the truth, they have to come up with more distractions. Have you guys been seeing all the distractions? All the bullshit in the news and the media to keep us from looking at what they're really trying to do? This Super Bowl was one of the most watched Super Bowls in history. Not because it was Kansas City and the 49ers, but because they had Taylor Swift there. Now, they say that it's not a psyop.
Taylor Swift is 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 not a psyop.
Taylor Swift
Taylor Swift is not a psyop.
Taylor Swift
Taylor Swift is not a psyop.
Taylor Swift is not a psyop.
Who really knows, man? Was this Kelsey guy, all of a sudden, did he dump the girlfriend he had from the last Super Bowl, and somehow him and Taylor Swift got together, and it's just timing? Or just love? And then we got Ice Spice in the back, throwing up the satanic symbols, acting like she's just being a rock star. They don't want or have anything to do with football. They don't want to play football. They don't have anything to do with football. They're just there, but they kept showing them. And then remember last Super Bowl, they had the whole dark Rihanna thing going on. They don't even hide it no more. This satanic symbols and the anti-Christian behavior. And even if you're not a Christian, but you're somebody who respects family values and morals, you want your daughter to meet a good man, you want your son to grow up to be a good man, you want a harmonious family structure, you can see what's going on. They want to destroy all of that, because when they destroy it, they can come in and take over your family. They've mentioned before that they're forcing certain behaviors. They don't want us to come together. They don't want us to have conversations. They don't want us to share information. That's why they say, oh man, that's racial. Oh man, you're attacking the LGBTQ or whatever. You're not attacking anything. All you're saying is family, adults. That's it. That situation had nothing to do with race. Now they're bringing in the immigrants. Let's throw that in the mix. It's like constant chaos. They don't want you to get your footing. They don't want you to plant your feet and to center yourself so that you can get out of this bullshit matrix rat race. This psychological warfare, man. And spirituality, or for some of those who are, more religious, that's the ground foundation to you seeing through the bullshit. So if they can strip that from you, everything else, they can just replace it with whatever they want to replace it with. And ultimately, it conquers a civilization. So those at the top, man, they don't care about the little guy, man. This is one of the biggest pushes to widen the gap in the history of the world. So many businesses have closed down. See, look, the first wave was, you know what? Businesses closed down. Some of them never came back. Then we're going to say, oh, for some of you guys, you came back, but you can't get funding, you can't get loans, so you got to close out anyways. Then you have the crime. We're going to shut the rest of you guys down by just letting you get robbed to death. Robbed to death. Everybody steal, pillage. Yeah, it's just like a wild movie, man. Let them just be savages out there and just rob and pillage. You got idiots trying to redefine crime. Well, it's not really crime. If we don't call it crime, we just act like it don't exist. It's just living. They're just making a living. This shit's turned into RoboCop overnight, man. So those businesses are gone. And then you have the lack of those businesses being replaced. So now you got these deserts. And all those people now, where do they go to get what they need? Where do they go to get their resources? So, because see, they don't just think about, oh, I'm stealing, but that's a job in employment. Now, people who maybe have worked there, they don't have those jobs no more. Oh, Caesar and his minions. I just kick back, man. I've read a lot of stuff and seen, just how they get down behind the wall. So when I see this, I'm like, wow, this is an old move out of the playbook. And if you don't have any knowledge of history and civilizations that were here that no longer exist, there's people that were here roaming the earth that no longer exist. They were wiped out, extinct, just like animals. How did that happen? Was it by design? Or did these people orchestrate it? And when I say these people, like I said, I'm saying the ones who don't care, man. There's a handful that want to see humanity thrive, and then you have those who are, doing dumb shit. So the next thing I'll let you know already they're going to push is those who are with the whole weather. I don't want to say the word because it probably hit me on the algorithm. And those who aren't with the being affected by CO2. They're going to pit those against each other. Oh, you want to drive up? Oh, you want to use all electric? Oh, you want to use public? Oh, you want to... Yeah. That's the next thing. They're going to try to have us fighting over that. You want to eat meat? I want to eat insects. Oh, man, I don't eat anything that poops. Oh, everything. You killed a bunch of stuff that poops to get you what you talking about. You don't eat that poops. You see the game? You see what they're doing? I haven't watched a football game, and tell you the truth, in a couple years, man. I see the bullshit. I used to watch basketball. I knew it was bullshit, but I used to watch it. And then after all the politics, I'm like, I backed up away from that too, man. NBA All-Star Game was just some bullshit. They're trying to figure out how to bring people back into that loop because people are fed up with it, man. People are waking up. This is a conscious awakening time, the age of awakening. Knowledge is circulating. People are seeing things. Smartphone, when they made the smartphone, they're thinking, oh man, you guys are programmed. Yeah, but people also slowing things down and we're communicating. TikTok, Instagram, we're sharing knowledge where people are communicating, and that also opens up a vortex of information and it creates a whole nother awareness. Because like I said, we're a conscious body, and we're really all connected. We're connected, and for those who don't care about those who say that we're connected spiritually through energy, those are most likely some type of, I'll just say it, reptilians, because they don't care. They operate off of fear, and that's what feeds their adrenaline. The fear keeps them, in a frenzy. But you talking about the collective down here who are seeking to help each other and who want to see humanity grow. They're waking up. I feel it. I see a lot of you guys. I when I'm out in public, I get people saying, God bless you. I hear people saying, thank you. I'm giving blessings to all my fans. And together, we can overcome, man. And we can become a great society, civilization. But there's got to be rules. People have got to respect other people's boundaries. You have adults, you have children, you don't mix the two. You have the elderly that need to be protected. Those are our gems. Those elderly people who share the knowledge of having been on this earth, they have valuable information that they can share with us if we allow them to and give them the dignity. A lot of people don't respect the elderly no more. Want to throw them in a home and forget about them. It's sad, man. It's sad, I'm glad my grandparents got to stay at their house until their last day. They weren't put in no house or no home and left unattended, or attended to somebody who wasn't somebody who cared about them. But hey, man, that's a whole nother video. This is about waking up to seeing past the bullshit, not getting caught up in Caesar's games, conscious awakening, believing in self, loving thyself, family values, family morals, protecting the young people, giving them a chance to come into their own, elevation of consciousness, and just good energy. This is a video I want to put out for good energy. Sometimes I got to put out the bullshit because I tell you, if I don't put out the hip hop garbage or this over here, my channel just it just disappears. So I got to put out the bullshit here and there to kind of feed the algorithm. But this is really what I like to talk about, and I like to share with people who are with the same conscious mind. It ain't about this, it's not about who has more money, because together we could all thrive. We can all be successful. It's all right to be a millionaire. It's all right to want to have a capitalistic system. It's all right to go out here and earn. I'm not about taking care of anybody. That ain't in my family. Now, if you want to build a business together, cool. But as far as the welfare state, socialistic system, I'm not with it either. I think every man should have the right to build his business or his trade or commerce, however he wants to build it. And he doesn't have to take care of anybody who is not trying to help themselves. This is coming from an ex-felon. I ain't never got government assistance. I ain't never came out here and said, poor, woe me, black man. Oh, supremacy has kept me down. You won't hear that coming out of my mouth, because I've worked with a lot of people from different cultures, and that's how I've won in life and will continue to win. BigKirk916.com, pick up some merch, pick up some soap, wash your ass, subscribe, share the channel. Officially, I only got one real spanking my entire life. My mom did the best a 14-year-old could do, raising me with love and instilling values that will last a lifetime. I was a straight-A student and lived to make her happy. So how did I go astray? A horrible stepdad that stole my self-worth and invoked fear turned me into a person that I struggled to overcome. From skateboarding to selling drugs, gang banging in juvenile hall, I got caught the same way many young promising men get caught up. I struggled to find my identity, getting mixed up in shootouts, crime, and the adult entertainment industry. This roller coaster continued as I juggled college, hustling, and Hollywood, eventually catching a federal bank robbery case. I found redemption in prison while serving a 120-month federal sentence and came out a man on a mission. I became a social media influencer with over 500 million views on YouTube and a life coach mentoring people all over the world. This is my journey against all odds.